Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, guys. Whatever time y'all are tuning in, I certainly appreciate y'all are here. Today's video, guys, I'm gonna be working on on cleaning up a little finger. It's a Sheath. It's the little brother for the sharp finger. So it's a good little skinning knife, and I picked this one up at an indoor yard sale years ago. I think I paid like $5 for it because it's pretty rough, which y'all will see. I think I showed it to y'all about a week ago, but I'm gonna be cleaning it up today. And I'm also going to be using saddle soap on the Sheath. So we're going to be going over to the other shop and cleaning it up. And I just want to thank y'all for tuning in today. And I hope you enjoy the video. Okay guys, this is the little finger. It is the little brother to the sharp finger. Ain't that cool? I think I might have one here in the shop. Okay guys, here is the sharp finger. And this is the little brother to the sharp finger. It's called the little finger. See that right there? This is a very nice knife too. Very sharp. But that's used for skinning as well. You can see it's a Sheath USA 152. I have several of these. Several. I always pick them up when I come across them. But this is the only one I've ever come across in the wild. Wild being like pawn shops, flea markets, yard sales, stuff like that. So, but we're going to try to get some of the color back in the handle. They fade a little bit, so we're going to use a little wire brush to get all this stuff off. And we're going to use the fabric wheel to clean this up. And the back, see all that little surface rust there? Then we're going to shine it up with flits and never dull. So then we're going to take some saddle soap and clean and restore this, not restore, but you can see it's cut right there too. It's just an old sheath, and I'm hoping that saddle soap is going to bring some life back to it, put it that way. Probably sew that. That looked like it was cut at one time. But it's a good little knife, and we're going to just give it its dignity back, get it cleaned up. It's going to be fun. Hey guys, I think I'm just going to add a little bit of flits. Just a little. Just enough for it to polish it out on the bolsters and everything. Now this is the same tube that Mr. James sent me months ago. I forgot exactly when. I forgot exactly where James was from. I think it's either Missouri or Oklahoma. I cannot remember. That might be wrong too. I don't know. But ever since then, I've fallen in love with his flits. Some good stuff, I know that. Alright guys, I got a little damp cloth here. I'm gonna rub it on here till we get some lather going. It is right there. And we're just gonna rub this on here and get this good and clean. Especially gonna rub it down there where the thread's at. This not only cleans, but it also conditions. We'll get back to the knifing when we get done with this sheath here. We're almost done with that knife. Looks better. It feels better too. I can even tell it through this glove here. Hoorah. Now while we got this out, guys, I'm going to be cleaning up a rigid tomorrow. I'm going to clean this one up, get it all nice and shiny for the world famous Michael Hale. But while we got this out, I'm going to go ahead and do the leather sheath on this one, if y'all don't mind. Leather. This is pretty cool, ain't it? I had no idea that saddle soap would do something like this. This is like a game changer, man, I'm telling you. Look at that. That way when I do the knife tomorrow, the sheath will be good and dry. You know what I mean? So, I just figured when I had everything out, go ahead and clean this one here. So, let's save us a little bit of time tomorrow. Okay guys, I'll show y'all the results of that rigid sheath in tomorrow's video when I clean up that rigid fixed blade. I'm gonna tell you, it looks good. Looks good, but I'm gonna go ahead and spray this down with oil. What had happened is somebody left that on a dash or something, and this was sticking up and it got faded with the sun. is what happened. But some of the color come back. It really turned out good. I'm very pleased on how well this thing cleaned up. Wasn't that bad. I could tell it was going to clean up, but I'm glad it's got some of its color back, and the oil is really going to help. Okay guys, here is the little finger from Shrey. You see it's a USA 156 OT, but it is a great little skinning knife, heavy too. It's got a full tang, but this side looks really good, but this side was faded, mainly because it was stuck in the sheath just like that, and laying up on somebody's dash or right there in the sun, and that got faded out. Sure did. But it's a great knife though, plenty of life left. I'm gonna give it a new edge here with my sander, and then we're gonna hone it in with my work sharpener, field guided sharpener. But it cleaned up really good. It looks really good. But when I pulled that thing out of that, when I first found that, I didn't even know they made them. I pulled that thing out, I'm like, oh my gosh, somebody's whittled the blade down. But that's not so. That's the way they come. Just like that. Ain't that cool? See, I didn't even think that was the original sheath, but it is. I thought it was a full bladed knife, but this is called the little finger. Ain't that awesome? Turned out really good. Really good. Now, if it to take it over in a sander and give it a nice new edge, it's okay now, but this has got some great carbon steel in it. It will get sharp as a razor, mainly because it's a skinner. Very cool knife. Okay guys, there's that new edge right there. Let's see it. That thing is sharp too. Love this knife. Pretty cool, ain't it? Cleaned up really good. Really good. The sheath is a little damp. I'm gonna let that dry out, and I'm just gonna leave these in here for today. But that's a great knife. Great knife. So you can even put your finger there and extend that handle right there. The only thing I wish they'd have done is put a lanyard hole back here and jipping up here on the blade and jipping right there. But yeah, you could even went down about halfway. That way you can grab it, and when you're skinning, take that hide back and skin it away from the meat. So, pretty cool knife. It really is. And it cleaned up really, really well. Sharp as a razor now. I'm going to hone it in some more on my work sharpener, but you see that edge right there. Very cool. Well guys, I hope y'all enjoyed the video today. I certainly did. I just love cleaning up an old knife. I'm really enjoying cleaning up them sheaths too with that saddle soap. And I'll show y'all the results of that rigid fixed blade sheath tomorrow when I clean up the rigid fixed blade knife. Again, the rigid was made from 1970 to 1980. out there in California. Then they moved to Arkansas, and they were in business all the way up to 87, and that's when they sold the company to, I want to say Union Cutlery Company, and then I think they were in business all the way up to like the mid-2000s, I think it was, and then they went out of business, and I think that's when Smoky Mountain Knife Works or Blue Ridge Cutlery bought them out, and I think their any rigid knives made after that is made in China now. I'm not real sure, but some of them could have been made in Japan too. Again, not real sure on that, but I do know that they were founded, the rigid was founded by the 2 Buck employees from California. So they're very, very good knives. But anyway, the sharp finger knife, it turned out really good, and I'm so glad that I was able to bring this thing some of the color back in the handle. That wire brush, it really, if you turn it on low speed, it gets in them grooves real good and cleans out and gets all that white stuff off of it that forms. Because a lot of these handles, they turn white if you ain't careful, especially when they're faded. Why, I don't know. But then that wire brush would come in and get it all off of there and give some of its color back. But you see that side ain't hurt a bit, but it was protected from the sun. And that's, again, that right there was just sitting in the sun all the time. This is a great knife. It's really heavy too. It's a heavy knife. And best thing about this, if you drop it, the butt end is heavier than the front. It's going to fall and hit the butt instead of that point right there. So very good knife. Very good knife. Again, guys, don't forget, coming up October 3rd and 4th, you got the trade days out in Wiggins, Mississippi with Deep South Cutlery. I'll be going out there the 3rd and coming back on the 6th. The 4th is just a regular trade day. That's a Friday. And Saturday is going to be the barbecue cook-off is going to be taking place. Ribs and chicken. I can't wait to get out there and meet everybody. So again, also guys, don't forget November 16th, we got the first ever Ellaville Knife Show at the Harrison Woods Event Center. That's going to be a great time too. We're going to be having an auction to help pay for that event, pay for the venue on October the 7th. You'll be seeing some knives being uploaded to Whatnot probably today, some of them today, and then all throughout the next 2 weeks. So when I get back from the trade days out in Mississippi, we're going to be having that auction the 7th at 7 p.m. October the 7th, 7 p.m. Eastern time on Whatnot. And that link will be down below for the show. It's going to be fun, guys. I'm going to try to have almost 40 knives to help pay for the venue. Cannot wait to get that done. And whatever's left over, I need $1,200 to pay for the venue. That's for one day. And anything left over, guys, we're going to be buying knives to do an auction that day for the Tunnels to Towers. We're going to be selling raffle tickets for you to win a knife. And all that money will be going to Tunnels to Towers. And I'm also going to be giving some knives away, because when you pay, the entry fee is $1. When you pay that $1, you're going to get a wristband. That way you can go and come as you please. And then it's going to give you one ticket as well. And you can go and put it in a bucket of, I'm going to have 2 to 3 knives. It depends on how well the auction goes. We're going to be able to put that ticket in the bucket on the knife you want to win. And that we're going to be drawing some tickets throughout the day on all the knives. It's just going to be a great time, guys. I'm also going to try to buy some door prizes and stuff like that to give away as well. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. Anyway, guys, I just want to thank y'all for tuning in today. I want to say God bless y'all. Until we meet again, guys, y'all be like a good night. Stay sharp.
Drive through towns, the whispers start, hey. Flea markets calling a treasure hunt today, hey, hey. With Antique Queen by his side. They search, they barter, take the ride. He's the knife dog. his lady and the deals they jade. Down the lane where rust meets fate, he sees a spark in the forgotten, ain't too late. A diamond in the rough, they say, till the knife doctor puffs the years away. Through the aisles and past the stands, his keen eye sweeps over the merchant's lands. Picks up a blade, its story untold. Edges dull, but the handle's gold. He squints his eyes, sees past the grime. Each knife he saves like stopping time. In every town, a tale of Jim. The hunt is on, no need to pretend.
Y'all got any knives or anything? Some pocket knives?